I think season three, the goal was the same as season two, is to just like take the show and do what the books do. Like they get deeper, they get darker, they get more into the emotions of the characters and the world. And, like that's our goal for the season two, is that we get as much of a lift on season three over season two as season two had on season one. And I think that's the great thing about working on this show, is that you really do feel like we're always doing something new, we're always doing something fresh, and we're always doing something kind of better than what we've done before. And that's exciting, because you don't often get that in TV.
Guys, thank you so much for sharing your time with us today. We're so delighted to be here in Brazil talking with all of you. We've had the pleasure of speaking with Daniel, with Rosamund over the years, and to be in person is great. So this is so lovely. Rafe, for yourself, it's been amazing to see this show evolve over the last 2 seasons, and from what we've seen, a little bit of what's to come. What was your biggest goal coming into season 3?
I think season three, the goal was the same as season two, is to just like take the show and do what the books do. Like they get deeper, they get darker, they get more into the emotions of the characters and the world. And, like that's our goal for the season two, is that we get as much of a lift on season three over season two as season two had on season one. And I think that's the great thing about working on this show, is that you really do feel like we're always doing something new, we're always doing something fresh, and we're always doing something kind of better than what we've done before. And that's exciting, because you don't often get that in TV.
From what we've seen, in that first episode, what's to come, it's, stuff pops off right away. So it's really fun to see that.
No mucking around.
Definitely.
No, you get right to it. Man, we got to talk about the ending of season 2.
Yeah.
And that moment with Egwene and Rena. What was it like to finally have that happen?
Oh, it was really nice, because I was just like, finally this collar's coming off. Like, hallelujah. I was just like counting down the days. Like,
You have to wear that for like months.
I lived in that thing. Like, even at lunch, it'd just be like, but yeah, I mean, it felt very momentous for me as well. Like, because it had been such a marathon, that shooting that sequence, and it was, being enslaved over like 3 episodes. Oh, sorry, 2 episodes. Yeah. 6.
Yeah, I
I
think
can
the
count.
last 4 almost of the season.
Yeah.
It's a bit.
Yeah, and like physically it was, really taxing, as well as like mentally and emotionally. But it was wonderful to be able to like go that deep in as we did, and how dark it got. That win felt really earned at the end of season 2.
Nice collar you have here.
I couldn't really
Now show us the price.
Yeah.
What do you think that path forward looks like for Egwene going forward to the next season?
Yeah, I mean, we find her picking up the pieces of herself. She's reunited with everyone, but she still feels like quite a sense of absence. I think she's finding comfort in the familiarity and in Rand, and they're sort of coming together. They've lived so much life separately in season 2, and now there's just so much that they can't even really explain or say. So I think for her, it's really a season of healing, self-exploration, and again, just like further exploring what her abilities are and what she's really capable of. And, I think she's always been someone that's been really self-assured of what she's going to do in life and where she's going to be. But I think now that's all changed. Her main focus is Rand and being with Rand and trying to protect him and guide him. But, you can't really protect and guide someone that doesn't want to be protected and guided. So I think she's kind of like, God damn it. So, yeah.
She doesn't give up control easily.
No. Yeah. You're a control freak.
That's so good. Josha, for yourself, we just want to first give you your flowers for Gran Turismo last year, which, what a fun film. What an exhilarating movie. And we loved it last year, and you were so damn.
And we love to hate you in that movie. You were so good in it. So good.
It's so fun.
Thank you.
Also, Rand has a lot of expectations on him coming into this season. How do you handle that performance-wise, and what are you hoping he finds in season 3?
Well, season 3 does feel like a different season. Rand he was running away a lot previous seasons and not really facing who he is. And from the start, from episode 1, I feel like there's this agency to him. Like, he's not listening anymore so easily. He wants other people to listen to him, and he's also paying attention to all his friends in the room. And that's really, he's become more, there's a certain kind of wisdom, I guess, to him, which I like, and a certain kind of intuition, which Rafe and I talked about a lot. And though they're together with their friends and it feels like home, I have this sense that Rand is already somewhere else, and more than he admits to even Egwene, because they're just like scratching the surface. They don't, I mean, they're together, but they're not really together, because they're just trying to keep something alive that's kind of
Flogging a dead
Dead.
horse.
or in the past. So I think Rand, to come back to your question, I think Rand expects more of himself this season than, and he's less busy with what other people expect from him.
I like that. Excited to see where that's going to go.
Yeah, you should be. It's really great.
Staying spoiler free. Yeah, it's, oh boy.
We're here at the fan capital at CCXP. Like, the fandom is insane here. What are some of the best fan interactions that you guys have had while working on the show?
Well, I hope it's gonna be here, because for the last couple of years we have had COVID, we have had strikes, so not possible to have any kind of press, or it would be on Zoom. So it's actually very, like, for me, it's this actually being in the room with you guys, and tomorrow when we go to the Comic-Con event in São Paulo, obviously, and meet the fans and actually have real life engagement. Because so far it has been pretty abstract online. So I'm super excited.
Yeah, we're really happy because like we really have had, like, we have yet to have a season without a drastic world event happening during it. And so, it's exciting to us to be able to see and meet people. I remember going to New York Comic Con once with Daniel, and we went out on the floor and saw people dressed as Daniel from the show and as Rosamund, and that was kind of fun, just to like be with an actor who's seeing people dressed up as him as he's doing it. Like that. It's kind of there's such a welcoming nature to the Wheel of Time fandom. Like so many fandoms are kind of a little bit about gatekeeping, and sort of like, we are the in group and you're the out group. And I think the Wheel of Time fan group, even before the show existed, had always been this group of people that were like, come join us in our, in our weird circle. Like, we would love to have more people. And so I think it's, it's a great fandom to be able to get to interact with, and we're excited to have more of it.
Yeah, we're so excited for you all. We can't wait for you to take in that crowd when you see that tomorrow. So all the best to all of you. Thank you so much again for your time, and we can't wait to see where the season goes. So just thank you all so much.
Oh, amazing. Thanks for
Thank you.
Thank you.